Two friends, two minds, and one love for Arsenal Football Club. You are now listening to the Cod and Two Minds podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the podcast, Cod and Two Minds. E. Marshall here, and I'm joined with my co-host, Fitty Mac. Fitty Mac, what's up?
What's up, people? People of the world, unite.
Little smash and grab victory today for the Arsenal.
Sometimes you need, you got to win these kind of games too.
Yeah, it wasn't the funnest game to watch, but the end, kind of made it fun. I was happy. I couldn't believe what went on. So it was cool.
It was exhilarating. We definitely, elation at the very end after sitting around and kind of twiddling your thumbs, kind of going, I'm not sure what's really going on today. Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Based after the last few performances, scoring goals, quick link up play, 1-2s, you know what I mean? There was none of that yesterday. It was just that's a trip about winning a game like that, because you're just so, dare I say, bored for 90 minutes, and then bam, he scored, he got it, we won,
Totally.
It's just crazy. That's
I'll even tip my hat to Burnley. It's not like I'm not used to lower level teams parking the bus. They do it against Arsenal all the time.
Right.
But I'll give it to them. I mean, they stayed in their formation. They locked it down the best they could. They kept our chances at a minimum.
Yeah, it was a very solid performance by them. They kept the middle of the pitch really tight, and we don't play with any width, really. There was a few times throughout the game where I thought Bellerin would try to, take on that defender 1v1 and get to the byline and, maybe create something that way. But yeah, hats off to Burnley. They kept it real tight. It's a trip because towards the end of the game, I kind of started being what kind of, can you imagine being a Burnley fan and having to just, watch your team just, not even really try to win. You know what I mean? It's commendable because they don't have the talent, but at the same time, it's you're not even really going to try to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would suck.
There's a handful of cerebral fans that kind of understand. But, for the most part, I think, the larger percentage of your fans are just, very reactionary. They want to see things happen and have something to cheer about.
Well, yeah, I mean, you go to the game and you sit there as a Burnley fan, you're just basically waiting for what happened at the end of the game to happen. That's always in the back of your mind if you're a Burnley fan. Shit, when are Arsenal going to score? Oh, shit, when are Arsenal going to score? And then, bam, they scored. And it's we tried. We fought hard and we kept our shape, but we lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't really much they could do because of Mustafi.
Oh, man.
My man of the match. I mean, he looks like Koscielny 2.0. You know what I mean? He's just running around, chasing shit down. He's doing everything Koscielny used to have to do, fucking around with Per as his center back partner. So
it cracked me up. It cracked me up a few times. I noticed. I'm looking at Koscielny and he's sitting back watching Mustafi go, and he's like, "Look at this motherfucker."
Yeah.
Damn.
He's on he might have said that, but he might have said, "This is fucking awesome, dude." I could play for 5 more years now.
But like I'm saying, like in the past, where many times I'm sure other defenders for Arsenal have looked at Koscielny like, God damn, look at him go. Like,
Oh,
wow.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know,
Purr,
he was just
yeah.
like, damn, look, Mustafi is just killing it out here.
Yeah, he was a monster. He was my man of the match. Just the way he handled that Volks guy, that big Welsh striker.
Yes.
Just, he just went toe to toe with him. Every time Bellerin was like pushing forward and out of position, he covered that right back area. You know what I mean? He was running over there, clearing stuff. He did it all. He really did it all defensively. And I just thought he played good. So there wasn't really much Burnley could do. I think they created that one chance. Volks, he missed a header.
Yes.
They thought he was offsides, but he missed that header. But I think there might have been another chance, but they really didn't create too much, and they didn't try. That was my original point. They just kind of
right.
wanted to keep it tight.
I'd say about 30 minutes in, the announcers were, being nice, willing to like give them some like credit, like Burnley, they really actually played a pretty fine match to this point, But I just kept thinking, like, I mean, they're doing okay, like not giving too many holes and letting runs happen, but they're not taking a chance at anything. Like,
yeah, like I said, they were just let's hang on, and it's like every now and then, especially against a team like Arsenal, who are known to give away a shitty goal every now and then.
Yeah,
you might want to spread your wings and try to do something. But I'm glad they didn't. We weren't on our game today, I have to say, offensively going forward. It was a strange game because, like I said earlier, the form coming into the game, I was excited about it. I was excited about the lineup, and was it Burnley keeping it tight, or was it just us not playing at that energy and that speed in which we've been playing? I thought we were playing, just kind of like we had the handbrake on a little bit, like it was one of those Arsenal games where it was just like, we'll go out here and beat these guys. That's how I felt.
I was left, pulling at strings for a while, trying to figure out exactly what's going on. In the true spirit of piss and moan Monday,
right.
I'll piss a little bit. So, what frustrates me most about Arsenal at times is, and I know it's not easy with teams that are just parking the bus like that, but we get a lot too cute with the passing sometimes.
The 1-2s, the little
and sometimes like a couple times I noticed like where you make a little run towards the box and there's enough room, like you could have flicked it a little bit wider to just let the guy get the ball so he could take a look to the middle and cross it, which is what he's going to do anyway.
Right.
But they really try to like make the perfect pass, thread it right just inside the defender, and if it gets by him, then he's going to be in the perfect position. You know what? You don't always have to go for the perfect position when you can create your own space the way we can. Like,
right.
just get the ball up and over the line and let the next guy do what he has to do with it.
Right. Put it in space. Don't try to walk it in the net. Excuse me. One of the things I wanted to piss him on about was, in a game like this, especially with Xhaka on the pitch, you got to take some shots from outside the box. You know what I mean? There was a couple times where he had some space to let him rip, man. Fire him.
Yeah.
You're 2 for 2. Shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 2 screamers. You create a little space and take a shot. And I wouldn't mind seeing Santi take a few shots outside the box, or Ozil on games like today when we're struggling. I mean, who knows? We might get a rebound. Alexis might come screaming in on a rebound and get one in. You never know what's going to happen. And if you're not if you're not able to do the 1-2s and the perfect passes and the runs and connect on those things, every now and then take a shot. Especially if you've proven you can make those, like Xhaka. So that was one of the things that was kind of eating at me throughout the game. It was like, come on, somebody just take a shot.
Well, and to add to your point a little bit, like you take that shot whether it looks like it's clear or not, because one of the things I will credit our team with is that they're extremely gifted with the ball at their feet in tight spaces.
Right.
So you take the shot, deflection, possibly falls down to the feet of one of your other players. Well, we got about 3 or 4 guys that can tiptoe with the ball in between some players to get another shot off. Like, right. So just take your chances, because you never know. You never know what's going to happen after that.
Exactly. Another, maybe this is just me being, pessimistic, or realistic in my eyes. We really don't have, I was talking about squad depth. Ramsey's not back. That was what I was going to say. Ramsey, forget all that other pessimistic shit I was going to say, but I forgot. Throughout the game, I was thinking, man, if I wish we had like a healthy young Rosicky. You know what I mean? Or this game needs a healthy young Rosicky, or a healthy energized Ramsey. You know what I mean? Like, this is the type of game where you just need Ramsey running around like a maniac, just doing all kind of shit, taking shots, just getting in the way and making pass. You need it. Like, I felt like, man, I mean, this would be a great game for Ramsey to play instead of Ozil. You know what I mean? Because he didn't have a good game. He looked tired. He looked like, he'd been smoking Diaby's weed again, and he was just like, you know what I mean? He just wasn't into it.
Fresh shipment.
Right.
Yep.
And it would just be interesting to know, like, if Ramsey was healthy, that's where he has to play. He has to play where Ozil plays. And this would have been a perfect game for Ramsey, I think, just as far as just the way we played. It just not the – I mean, we tried. We just probably looked a little tired from Champions League, so. Yeah.
I mean, that being said, about Ozil, man, like, the realistic fan in me, which a lot of times people don't get, but like, I understand that, a player could be like on a little bit of a lull, a little bit of a slump right now or something, but let's not burn down the house because of it. Like,
I'm not. Yeah, I wasn't burning down the house. I know he just had
not at all. We've had this conversation many times.
Yeah, I love Ozil. I just think like today he was just he was just extra high. You know what I mean? He just didn't hit it once. He hit it several times.
But what I do know is that he's also going to hit a streak of games when everybody's going to step back and go, wow, is he the best midfielder in the Premier League? Like,
like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago we were saying that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like I said, it was one of those games, and like, it would just be interesting if Ramsey was healthy and Wenger kind of could see that, Ozil, wasn't really with it. Where would he have put Ramsey, and would that have been the spot to do it? But it's just one of those strange thoughts I was thinking throughout the game. It was like, what are we missing here? And we just missed that crazy guy just cruising around doing whatever, trying to make things happen, trying to frantically make things happen. And you as a viewer or a supporter, when you're watching the game, you can see it. You know what I mean? You can see it from this guy running around, like just trying to do everything. Kind of like Sanchez, Yeah. But, so it was just
great. It's great you brought up Rosicky. It reminds me of, I think it was 2 years back, springtime, maybe 3 years back, springtime, when the team was in this kind of a lull, like today's game was.
Yeah.
where like the lack of chances being created.
Yeah.
And of the many years he was on the team,
he was hurt, and
I never remember a run of games like he had where he took over the midfield.
Yep.
He was everything Arsenal needed. He was pushing and creating chances, and half the fan base had already gave up on him.
Yeah,
I'm professing my love for him, okay?
Oh, yeah.
The little Mozart, I'm professing my love, okay?
Just when he's one of those players who gets the ball and he runs and he attacks from the midfield and creates things. And this would have been a perfect game for him to be doing that. You know what I mean? Because Alexis has to come back and kind of try to do that. But yeah, what I was going to say earlier about, just being kind of just thinking about the team and shit. We might win a cup this year, but I don't think we can win league when we're bringing in Ox. I'm not going to get on Ox again, but I just don't think the level of talent we have as far as throughout the team is as good as a Man City, and dare I say, that motherfucking Spurs. Did you see any of that game?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, they're just running around like maniacs, just destroying, and they still have the kind of the ability to put teams. Every time I do this, by the end of the season, they always finish after us. It always trips me out because every time I'm like, man, they look fucking good this year. They might finish above us. At the end of the season, they don't. But anyway, they look good today. And I was just thinking, like, when I saw Ox come in, it was just like, yeah, this. I
mean, I tweeted about it. I had this funny feeling that Ox might be able to do something, mostly because it looked like everything was so kind of dead on the field that somebody that was willing to just like break through, and make something happen would have been the guy. And he had a couple opportunities where I thought like, oh, here it is, right? But it didn't work out. But
even that, anyway, so we score in the last 30 seconds of injury time on a corner, and I was kind of hating on Theo. He made. I didn't hate on his passion or his energy because I thought he had that. He just his decision making kind of disappointed me today, but he still worked hard, and like I think you tweeted it, he won that header. To prove that he's working hard on that corner.
Yeah.
You never see Theo in the box on a corner winning a header. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and for a little guy like, I mean, it's one thing to try hard to get your head on the ball, but he actually got up, got his head on the ball, and put it down to where he wanted to put the ball, and I was, like, pretty impressed. I was like, go, Theo, go.
Yeah, so anyway, Ox kicks at it and kind of bundles it in Koscielny's arm, and it goes in. It was the hand of Kaz. But when they look how much I'm on Ox lately. When they showed the replay, when Ox kicks it, if Kaz's hand wasn't there, that shit would have went rolls in. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just like, it was the hand of Kaz that saved that goal. Like, that shit, like, he wasn't gonna make that. You know what I mean?
Favorite tweet. I don't know. Was that a retweet from you? Somebody tweeted that cracked me up. He said all the Arsenal fans are so excited right now from that because Koscielny, bumped it in with his arm, his hand, when you know that Ox about to put that into the 13th row.
Yeah, I didn't see that tweet, but yeah, I was watching the replay and I was talking to my brother. I was like, look at that shit. He was gonna miss that. You know what I mean? It was just like, you know what I mean? But he spazzed at it. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
Koscielny was there. Excuse me, dang. And Koscielny, he's been. He scores a lot of clutch goals for us. So it was just, it was a beautiful end to just a lackluster performance in game.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny that as many times as Koscielny has like how you find him, like what's he doing on the goal line, like.
Yeah.
Like, most of your defenders that come in, they're like at like about the spot in, trying to head one in. He's all the way down there. He's standing in the goal.
Yeah. Damn, I think he went out there for a little bit. Hello?
Yeah. You don't hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Yo, hello? Huh? Am I here?
Hello. It's me.
Stop. Stop it, okay? Anyway.
I've been California dreaming.
She every time I see her, I see her. I mean, she, for a heavy set chick, she's not ugly, you know what I mean, in the face. You know what I mean? For a heavy set.
Well, Eric, thank you.
But every time I see her,
thank you, Eric. Thank you.
Every time I see her perform, I imagine her just pulling out a cheeseburger and taking a bite. You know what I mean? Just ripping into it and chewing, and then fucking going into the song. I don't know why. But she's good. She can sing. I think she's a Spurs fan. So, but anyway, good luck to her with it. Good luck with that.
Don't even tell me.
I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure, but yeah, just pulling one right out of her pocket and just taking a big ass bite.
Holding it up to the crowd. Thank you.
These are. I can't do an English accent. These are bloody. No, I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, it's whatever, dude. Like, why are we talking about her? Stop it. So that's it. That's it with the game. No more about the game. Yeah, it's over. Arsenal won.
What I want to do.
It's 5 in a row. Now. We got the international break coming. So, that's enough soccer. We can just kind of, get on to something else. What have you been up to? What's been up?
Hey, that's not how we're going to do it this time. How we going to do it this time?
Yeah.
Let me take control, because I need to tell all the people out there in podcast land. How was your birthday, my friend? Your birthday. Today is E. Marshall's birthday.
You're an asshole, dude. It was fine, I just chilled, I didn't really do much. I watched the Arsenal match, watched NFL, American football, watched the Cowboys, and I ate a lot of cake. Too much cake.
Ooh.
Too much cake. Yes. To the point where I think I might have diabetes. Yeah. Just too much cake, dude. I love cake. I like it.
I love cake too, man.
I put the ice cream right on top and smash that shit up and just go to town on it. And I'm old school. Yellow cake, chocolate frosting, vanilla ice cream. What?
Boom.
Exactly.
That's there's no adventure in that, Eric. I mean, what's the deal, man? You don't want to try like a little cookie dough ice cream or
less is more, dude.
Strawberry filling in your cake or something.
No, homemade too. Bakery.
Oh, okay.
Stop it. Bakery. You know what goes on at a bakery? I mean, come on. I don't know what goes on, but I'm sure like rats and rat feces know what goes on at a bakery.
Ooh, that's something to chew on, people.
Oh, it's Pun City. Now I'm playing. But yeah, so man, I just ate a little too much, had some brisket, just
Texas style, had some brisket. Okay,
yeah, just really chilled and gluttonism, whatever you want to call it.
That's the way all birthdays should be spent.
Brother got me FIFA. Played the
you got the new FIFA. Okay,
played the new game. It's better than last year's, but it's the same fucking game. You know what I mean? But it's to me it's a little better than last year's, the way it plays. The little story mode. Have you seen anything about that?
I've only seen commercials.
Yeah. Well, I tried playing that for like maybe a minute, and they start you out as an 11-year-old kid named something Hunter, and I shut it off, made my character, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Found my team, and just, I'm trying to build them up right now. So I think you'll like it. I can't wait to whoop your ass online,
So, throwing down the gauntlet. What?
Yeah. Treat you like those little kids.
So my theory is, they done made so many of these now. Every other year is when they will kind of improve the movement of the players, the actual gameplay itself.
Yeah.
So last year, a lot of people complained about the fact that, man, this really ain't nothing different, except it seems like people are skating all over the field now or something,
Yeah.
So this year, I was kind of expecting, it's going to be, the quality should be up.
Yeah, I can't put my finger on it, but you can clearly, when you play it. To me, last year's was just terrible, just because it was just too easy. You know what I mean? I like to get online every now and then and play people, but half the time the kids quit, and it's just it's chaos. If I'm playing you online or somebody I know, it's fun, but most of the time, just you get the lead on somebody, a child, and they quit. But as far as playing this one with career mode and things like that, it's kind of fun. Every year what they do is they basically, whatever the complaints are about the game, they just fix those and keep it moving, basically. That's how I look at it. But I mean, I've been buying it for what, damn near 20 years now. So it's like tradition now. You just got to get it.
Right.
It wasn't out 20 years ago. Yes, it was.
Hey, man, it's only been 18, brother. 18. I own an Xbox for FIFA. That's it. It's the only game I buy. It's the only game I have in my house. It's the only game that I pick my controller up to play.
Yeah.
And that's not a bragging point, but I just gotten to the point where it's you know what? I got very little time that I choose to play a video game, and if I do, I want it to be FIFA. So
yeah, it's like the last one where you can kind of have fun. All the other ones are stressful and shit. But so that I watched episode 2 of Stranger Things. I don't think I'm gonna watch another episode.
Checking out.
I just didn't get the hype. Maybe I came into it already hating. You know me. If everybody likes it, I can't like it.
Okay. All right.
But
all right.
If I was 13, it'd probably be a great show. You know what I mean? But I'm not. I'm not. I like Luke Cage though. I like Luke Cage. People running around, black people shooting each other, Puerto Ricans, corruption, comic book style. It's nice. I like it. Have you seen it yet? You checked out Luke Cage?
Okay, well, see, basically, I'm gonna sound like I'm probably almost repeating you, but I'm probably going to be going into this. I'm probably going to be going into this hating it, being a hater already.
Yeah.
But a way that you get me to watch a new show or to enjoy something new is not to tell me that it's comic book style.
Well, no.
Superhero style.
Right. But
that really doesn't tickle my fancy too much.
And it doesn't. This is the thing. It doesn't tickle mine either. I hate all that shit.
That's why I'm interested how you actually you were like, I'm going to check it out though.
Right. Well, 15 minutes into the show, Luke Cage was fucking some broad, and they showed her ass and titties and shit.
Okay, now you're bringing me in. Okay, now you're bringing me in.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's, not because I'm a perv or anything like that, but it was just okay, this is a show for a grown ass man. Hey,
yeah,
what's going on? They got some good actors in it. Remy Danton's in it. You know what I mean? He plays one of the bad guys, the guy who played Remy. So yeah, it's quality, dude. Stop it. Don't, come on. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me. Damn, I forget the one dude, but anyway, check it out. You'll tell me. There's a guy in it who's from Coming to America, and I think he was the guy who fell down the stairs. He's like, "Don't you go falling down the stairs."
Oh, yeah.
And he farted.
Yeah.
He plays.
Yeah, he's in it.
He plays Pops. He plays one of like the main characters.
Okay, you pulling me in now. Okay.
Yeah, dude, stop. Come on. You're embarrassing.
No, I mean, here we go. This is just a quick.
We got to end it.
There's a friend that you and I both have that's seen Star Wars 579 times now.
Yeah.
Watches every superhero movie at midnight, leaves the family home so he can go watch superhero movies.
Right.
That's who's trying to tell me, man, you got to check out Luke Cage, man.
Okay,
so,
well, yeah.
So that's when I'm starting to be like, it's probably not my style then, but
yeah, well, I mean, if I can completely understand. Yeah. You not wanting to see it because
all names have been protected.
Definitely. Well, I mean, international break. You getting what's going on? You getting ready to leave town or something like that? So what's up?
Yeah,
what are your plans?
I try to plan my little trips around international breaks if I can. So, gonna head up to the mountains. A week full of debauchery and shenanigans, and there'll be some bourbon and some gambling involved, some golfing and some shit talking. So that's kind of the plan.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. You're not going to some mushrooms and some acid and, all sorts of stuff like that. Those days are long gone.
The days of my youth, my friend. The days of my youth.
I mean, because that's the only reason why grown-ups go to the mountains. You know what I mean? I'm just saying,
A nice mountain retreat,
Oh my gosh, we did mushrooms and we went hiking. Yeah. I know about that, dude, but it's cool. We'll have fun. You're gonna leave me hanging, so that's tight. Yeah, all right.
Hey, you have fun, and keep it light. Do what you want to do. Do what you like.
Yeah, it'll probably just be a couple short shows, say what's up to the people, maybe shoot the shit, we'll see. No biggie. But
keep guys and girls dancing. Do what you like.
Digital Underground? No. Is that
them? Yeah.
That was my beat back in the day for.
Yeah.
Humpty Dance.
So when you're hungry, then go eat a biscuit.
I knew you was gonna start singing that shit. You see the commercial with the Freaks Come Out at Night?
Nah.
There's a Walmart commercial and they're playing Houdini. Freaks Come Out at Night.
Oh,
and I was like,
man.
Damn, dude, you're getting old.
Oh man.
There's all kind of white people dancing. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. I was like, holy shit.
What?
Yeah. All the kids are like, oh my gosh, that's such a cool song. Did Kanye do it? No, that's Houdini from the 80s, okay? But anyway, that'll do it for today's show, Caught in Two Minds. It was Piss and Mo Monday. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to participate or interact with the show, you can follow us on Twitter. Excuse me. I said shitter. At CITM Podcast, at E Marshall, and at Guna Rush. And subscribe on iTunes. Rate and review. Check us out.
Rate and review, folks. Rate and review.
I'm E Marshall. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm out.
Peace.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Caught in Two Minds. Please head on over to iTunes and subscribe, rate, and review the show. All feedback is much appreciated. If you would like to contact the show, drop us an email at citmpodcast@gmail.com. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at CITM Podcast, at Guna Rush, and at E Marshall. That's EMARSHO. The music in this podcast has been provided by Statics. If you like what you hear, be sure to check them out at staticsentertainment.com and follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Statics Music. That's STATX Music. Peace.